penjora ahero dhano koso manide ni malaika ira nono makakihera tina timra nade ujue na kupenda hata ni mona bembe gila sawa yisi itafila sabuni ya mapenzi true ikapitisha trauma inandikwa Mungu tambo wahini real love siyo juju kama mwima abiro moni mama na abiro kawi baby na abiro moni mama na abiro kawi baby na.
You have a man, I have a girl, I have a plan, I'm a veteran. Low key, just you and me, kuna shughuli itakibogi. Tell me, what's your hobby? Skydiving, perhaps hiking, you like wine, then it's fine time. Date night with a place time. Ukismile napendeza roho, ukiwai mimi nataka more. Ukidai sisi kwambia no, siku like mimi nakuwa dog. Wakisema na simp it's fucking, in my eyes are easily wrong. Baby I'm very certain, when you penga ni natural. I can make you a wife, darling, Jabera Duari Sani. Yani sai, tunde dalai kuwe rasmi. Book a flight, honey, 5-star ulale ndani. Close the curtains, yo kilo, tell him something. Neza kuspoil, neza kuoil, unapiga ngasha, neza kujoin 10 over 10 na kupea points, vitu sifanya, kisi avoid. Style uko nayo, luku ni visa, kladi za thief, ndani Troy. Mtoto ni mrembo, waki Afrika, mini mjamu, son of the soil. Pilo toko ni mfani, lancha teri diani. Jet ski juu ya maji, kwa mchanga andika daddy. Naweza roll kisani, vitishe yo train na chalice. Kiliwe udu ni magic, miji sahau magic. Nyasai nolo sona nyako ni dende gisu chebe tagoji. Somo beso muma properly, all I need is your company. Ringa kidogo tu, yani kidogo tu, kidogo
kila aina, ninafunza kila aina, kila kitu ni designer. Check it through, biki spit my flow, na kill my show, na make my dough, na look fly na. Ukisikiza track zangu, jabu. Ukicheki ndai yangu, jabu. Ukicheki dem wangu, jabu. Kila kitu juu yangu, jabu. Nina dem kila aina, tima physical mi haina. Nina demo kila aina, tima physical mi haina, jabu.
Sina tabu yo, maisha tamu yo. Sina tabu yo, maisha tamu yo. Sina tabu yo, maisha tamu yo. Ya dem kila aina,
sini wale wabaya, juu kila time tunashika mic. Ndio maana wanagwaya, juu kila randi na watoa psych. MC punguza ATT, album tunaweza toa MP3. Show zako tia bidii, empty seats na umeka entry free. Nina madem kila aina, tima physical mi haina. Nina madem kila aina, tima physical mi haina. 1, 2, 5,
Sina tabu yo, maisha tamu yo. Sina tabu yo, maisha tamu yo. Sina tabu yo, maisha tamu yo. Una dem kila aina,
kuna wasits kama diaper, kama kalonzo nimewaipa. Kama una shida kuna sniper. Okay. wapi lighter, wapi mademo leo sipa kama Honda chabu, magoti zimeisha Buddha chabu, sina tabu niko sele mode, vita beats niko wingi sina query bro class, nina madem kila aina, tima physical me haina, nina madem kila aina, tima physical me haina.
Sina tabu yo yo yo, maisha tabu yo yo. Sina tabu yo yo yo, maisha tabu yo yo. Sina tabu yo yo
yo. Yes, a very good afternoon. Is it evening or afternoon? It is actually evening. Good evening to everyone who is there with us. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Rythym Scoop Show. It is the last show of the week for us, and you can tell it is the last show for the week. Man, everybody's tired. The afternoon is actually doing that thing. The sun is outside. Everybody's feeling sleepy. But we're gonna do this. But anyway, Karibuni sana once again. My name is Katie, and of course we have Shmani in the building.
Wagwan beautiful people, Karibuni sana to another beautiful afternoon in the 4:53 minutes past 3 p.m.
Yes.
Karibuni to the Rythym Scoop Show. It's actually I said the vibe show.
Oh my
Rythym Scoop Show. It's actually Friday. On Friday, if you see us on the last show like this, just understand where our mind at. But my name is Shmani. Interact with us on our social media platforms, live on Instagram, live on Facebook, live on X, and of course on TikTok. And by the way, some great news. If you're tuning in, our app is back. Go out there, check it out. Brand new, updated, amazing features. I promise you'll like it. Google Play Store, Black Hot Fire is the name. Karibuni sana.
Yes, welcome back. I see Anthony Taylor is with us. Karibu sana. 7 minutes to the 4 p.m. right here in Nairobi. You can as well talk to us, and do remember we are live and interactive on our media handles. We started off our show with an amazing jam that was a hero. Hera.
No, it was that was a hero by Breeder and Okelomar.
Okay.
Is I love.
Yeah, so I'm confused because Okelomax also has the song Hera.
It's just love.
This was Abiro. Yeah, you're the one even losing Mishman.
The one that I said it, Kate.
But you said yes. Anyway, that was Abiro.
Abiro means I'm coming.
You're coming?
Nakuja.
Oh, okay. Abiro Songi. What does that mean?
What is Songi, Katie?
Is that not what they say? You mean I've been singing
Nakuja kukuchukua Abiro kawi?
Hey, I've been hearing Abiro song.
Songi is not even low.
Hey, shout out to myself right there with my own words.
I also sing my own stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it's always like that.
Yeah.
It's always like that, and this is why we tell artists to release their songs together with the lyrics. But anyway, Karibuni sana. We started off with Abiro. We went on to Tabu. That was 1 to 5 music featuring Red a cappella. I hope we did get to jam onto it, but we are hoping to go back to one more jam as we come back with our quotes of the day. Shout out to Fouquet. I see Fouquet in the building. Fouquet, it's been a minute, man.
Fouquet is my home. Is it the Fouquet that I know?
Probably, and this is the Fouquet who used to join us.
Yeah, it's the same Fouquet. We're going to Fouquet and a rep Umoroto.
Hey, Fouquet umetutupa sana. But anyway, shout out to you and thank you very much. Yeah, he's the one.
Yeah.
And shout out to you and thank you very much for joining us at Atakama umetutupa for long. Anyways, we're going back to one more jam. This is BN featuring Stam Kadilali. The jam is a lifestyle.
Pesa kidonda cheki deme kona kutoka wananitanga Maradona jumu wapata nikisonga usibandishe mrembo boda boda yendo siku ya mwisho utamwona usiulize kani ligonga niulize kile niliona ai akama mwana sare drive from na kupigana bila munda vidole mbili weka pisa hizo zingine weka inside. You know I pull up like a G. Show ya meweza, she's a free. Hakuna ndaki tu ya free. Nagusa nyene kalibri.
tikiti uone vile kwa mic inachafua. Kikulacho ndoyo hapo inakusumbua. Tunajua ni bibi yako kimwanika tunaanua. Bidii jasho ndoyo ndingo tanunua. Otherwise piga kanesa na ikikumo unaweza tua. Twende lifestyle kuna wenye inawawasha. Last time tulikata kuperform Naivasha. Ndani ya 110 ninawapita kaza naska. Nilikuanga wanted lakini sahi wananitaka. Sinifania vile hit song imefanya msupata kiku.
My quote of the day is your hustle is never in vain. Finish us strong this Friday.
My quote of the day is weekends don't count unless you spend them doing something completely pointless. Have a good weekend. Chill.
Money is encouraging you to be lazy during the weekend.
Yeah, Ian, what else are we supposed to be doing?
Be my teacher.
Maandamano wamebongesha bei ya avocado. Cheki Kenya iva finya ka piano. Promoter pana leta zogo kabla shindi lipe full price. Hapa duniani niko na one life. Zinga lazima kwanza baptize. Kwenye ngini niko na half life. You know I pull up like a G. Shorty ameweza she's free. Hakuna kitu ya free. Nagusa nyene kali green. You know they love me for the lifestyle. We take Illuminati kumbe lifestyle. Unasema ni bangi kumbe lifestyle. Top team in the big propeller. And the big give me jack for the lifestyle. Man a clock, man a clock, man a clock. Man a clock, man a clock, man a clock.
Yes, welcome back to the Rythym Scoop Show. I hope you did get to jam onto that amazing jam. So as we get started, Shmani,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm fine, Katie. How was your week been?
Hey, my week has been good, even though I'm feeling tired right now.
It's been so fast, right?
Yeah,
Like really fast.
we're leaving immediately.
I mean, I don't understand. At the beginning of the year, inaenda raka, and then when it comes to the end of the year, it starts slowing down, and you're like, what is happening?
We're not yet at the end, but we're waiting to see. But since I've been
we're in
feeling
the beginning of
yeah,
the year.
yeah, but I've been feeling from 2021 we've been running out of time. Like time is just going,
Yeah. Yeah.
without even looking at what have I done today.
Yeah, I know, but because of work, but we need to take like a break. Like sometimes it's good. We took the break last year. It was amazing. Hoping to take a break this year
Man,
and just chill. Because let me tell you, Katie, we work a lot.
yeah, we need to rest sometime. But anyway, how was your week been?
My week has been beautiful, amazing. Yeah, and it was Valentine's, so yeah.
You felt loved.
I was loved
You are loved.
the right way.
But you're not loved today.
No, every day, but of course Valentine's.
You are loved.
More.
More.
Yeah.
It's okay. But anyway, as we get started with our show for today. So, yesterday I saw something about Senator Karen Nyamo, and you remember some time back I asked you where did she go?
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we saw her with the shenanigans.
Yeah.
She's always popping and always
Yeah.
on the limelight, but she has been quiet for a minute. But yesterday I saw her breaking traffic lights, traffic lights rules, and she was actually encouraging this. And Senator Karen Nyamo breaks traffic rules, encourages her driver to drive on the wrong side, and anamwambia aje ukiiba uibe na confidence. And I want to share the video with you guys. I want her to play the video so that you get to know what I'm talking about. Msiseme naongea rumors hapa hivi.
Yeah.
And this is what it was. Okay.
People are coming with a confidence.
that's the senator with together with her driver, and she's okay. They for a minute they spoke in Kikuyu, and they said okay, the first thing she said is ukiiba uibe na confidence, and the other thing is she said now the driver is telling her you know, I'm afraid to hit some cars. This is a roundabout. And Karen is saying, you can't hit them. They are seeing you.
Yeah.
And remember, the driver is on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And after that, the traffic light policeman is there, or observer is there. And you hear Karen Nyamo saying monene. Monene is like sa in Kikuyu.
Yeah.
And okay, now she says the officer understands I'm headed to parliament. That is what she says in Kikuyu. And I'm like, okay, so because you're headed to the parliament, you're supposed to break the rules.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be driving on the wrong side and nobody should be asking you. You know, and this is, you know, I even for a minute I told myself, when she's talking about ukiiba lazima uibe na confidence, she's not even talking about traffic. She's not talking about that. Unajua. And now, mind you, this is a person in the government. This is a person in politics. And she's an aspiring. She was at some point aspiring and she was nominated. And this is why she attends the parliament. And now, my question is, what type of leaders, what type of politicians are these? They are not even afraid of showing it to us openly that we can steal, you know, and also we can corrupt the traffic rules. We can do anything we want, you know, because I'm headed to the parliament, you know, Shmani, I can walk where I want, I can drive where I want, I can pass where I want because I'm headed to the parliament.
Yeah, so for me, I looked at it because I saw it yesterday, it was trending, and I looked at it in this perspective of where we have leaders and politicians doing wrong stuff, of course thinking they're above the law and getting away with them just in the name of title. Unajua, if it was a normal person doing that, you'd be facing fines and fines. Ugarasiwa. Just because this person is a politician, she has all the right and she's above the law. I feel like that is what it's given. And it's not fair because nobody's above the law. Not even the president. Nobody's supposed to be above the law. But the corruption in Kenya, the corruption is in Africa, is just making a lot of things get worse. And you find people in power always getting away with the crime. And this is just but one, Katie. There are deeper crimes that happen with these people. And you don't know. Immediately you start talking about them, you find yourself somewhere. Ditched. Somewhere dead, somewhere, you know, being threatened and stuff like that. So it's just crazy because it's given that. And when she comes out to say, anaelewa naenda politics, okay, ata ambulance haiendangi wrong direction, and that is somebody about to die. Ata ambulance haiendangi, at least watu waisonge. Sijayo na ikiamua eti sacha nipite hivi niende hivi. Never ever. Never ever. And this is an emergency. So what emergency is it that you're going to discuss in parliament, and yet there is no even good outcome from that meeting? Like, it's not making sense. And the worst part is this is seen with
and she is the one recording. I don't know if she was live or something, or she was just recording and uploaded this because she was the one recording.
It's just crazy. It's sad. If it's hard.
And she wants us to see that they have any rights. They can break any rights without being punished. Because Shmani, why would you be breaking a law, yet you're recording yourself and putting it out there for Kenyans to watch? It's because you want to show us that you're above the law, you know.
I just feel like it's not okay. It's not really okay when it comes from somebody who has all that influence, who has all that power. Like, it's giving corruption. It's giving a really bad name from a very powerful person. But again, it's Karen Nyamo. It's just disappointment. I mean, when are we gonna hear something good
coming from
her? Like. Sometimes I'm like, people are not supposed to be nominated. Come on. People are just supposed to be voted for, and let's see. Because sometimes you just get nominated and you're like, what, man? What are you doing?
The only time I had Karen Nyamo talking about something sensible and something that made sense to me and this was about the periods and talking about donating or giving sanitary towels to women and to girls who are less privileged, and she was actually advocating for this to be a national thing where the government provides sanitary towels. But other than that, I've never actually had her talking about something, anything that makes sense positive. The other thing we saw her talking about is about abolishing aluta, getting rid of aluta, and not even caring that Samido is one of those people who goes to perform.
She's saying talk about aluta. Na unamwona kirikodu kwa club. She was seeing her in a video in a club.
We have seen her even embarrassing herself when she's drunk, you know, and it's just crazy, and this is so sad. And now these are the kind of politicians we have in our country, and this is so sad because she's breaking the law to go to the parliament. Imagine, in the name of I'm going to the parliament to work for who? For Kenyans, right? So I can just pass by wherever I want just in the name of I'm going to the parliament, of which doesn't make sense to me at all. But anyway, you can talk to us and do let us know what you think about this. I see we have people on TikTok.
Let me just check.
Okay, kindly check it out for me as we get to continue with our show for today, and do let us know, are these the type of leaders you want for yourself or for your country? Because I don't think this makes sense.
It doesn't make sense, Katie, at all. And it's a really bad picture, and this is supposed to be looked at deeply, but utaona she's gonna get away with this.
Actually, hakuna mtu ataongelea isipokuwa sisi and Mpasho and maybe other people, and then it's not even getting to the people who are supposed to be observing this.
Yeah, I see Fuke in the building, and anasema ati she was loved the right way. Akicheka, where Fuke? We come from back then, so he knows. I've seen him saying, I've told Shmani over and over, we need a masculine figure with you guys. You know, and I can come. I mean, we can host you. Fuke is also a presenter, so yes, we can host you. Just hit us up. I also see we've seen her teaching us Kunyonga live. That is
that's wongo.
No, she was actually teaching people on TikTok, not doing it, but she was telling people even the unafanya.
You guys are no, come on, Shmani.
Katie. Okay.
Tell me more.
No,
tell me. Spill the tea.
It's just that she was just telling people.
Like you can nyonga.
Yeah.
That is what she was saying. For real?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she thought. He's confirming. Live.
For real, Fuke. You know, I'm even embarrassed on behalf of herself.
I mean, she's not embarrassed. Does she do anything that is embarrassing?
Okay, I'm embarrassed on behalf of women.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah, and these are our representatives. And sometimes I think so, wanawake uchoma sana mpaka ndoanda unapata wanaume wanapewa hizi seats. I really want to believe that women can actually be in power. But I look at these women who are in power, some of them are just scaring me. Like, some of them are just scaring.
But why? Why would now a person, you know, you know, some things you hear, Shmani, you're the one, the person who goes to the parliament. And this is a person called...
I mean, nobody will never take Karen seriously because of the stuff that she does on social media. Unajua, she's forgetting, apart from being... you know, Karen Nyamu, she's also a very public figure. She's also somebody influential, somebody who younger girls and younger women are looking up to and want to be her. But you look at your leaders, you're like, this is mediocrity. And it's just absurd.
Man, that's absurd and disgusting as well. A guy managed to...
I'll show you. I heard about that too.
For real?
I've heard about, like, she's crazy.
Man, I'm embarrassed on everybody's behalf.
Yeah.
That is a disgrace even to the community. Imagine a person who you are expecting to go and represent maybe your motions, your problems to the parliament. He's busy live on TikTok showing, oh my god, that is not good at all. But anyway, as we get to continue with our show for today. So, the government has said that the current delay in issuance of passports has been occasioned by a shortage in supply of 34-page passport booklets. Kenya, with urgent needs, need or asked to go for 50 pages that cost 6,000 Kenyan shillings. And my question is, kuna ya 50 pages but ya 34 ipatikani.
Yeah. I mean, it
Si utoe pages.
It makes sense because they were saying for the 50 pages they're going to need a lot of first and foremost money. It's going to be 6,050 and they're going to need more time. So I'm like, Katie, I'm asking you, if making 30 imekuwa shida, how about making 50? You know, how about if making 30 pages imekuwa ngumu? How about now you're making 50 and you want to convince me when I make 50 itakuwa way faster? Like, it don't make sense. I feel like this is just a strategy to come and, of course, steal from people again. Come and tax people. Watu nataka kutoa hiyo 1,000 ingine wapi? Hiyo 1,500 wapi? Because it's 4,500, sindio? Now, to 6,000, that is another 1,500. So you see, for me, it's all about the money. I don't think it's about you putting in work to bring new passports, because you're saying that we don't have booklets for that. Why don't you make your person you make now?
Simtoe hizo pages.
Nah.
Hizo kwa hizo za 50, simtoe pages ifike 34.
Nah.
It doesn't even make sense. So the government is just, it's just a strategy of making more money. So it's seeing that people have been getting the 34 pages passport booklet, and we don't want that little money. So we can get more by telling them we don't have the booklet for 34 pages and that they can take the one for 50 pages and we get to make 6,050.
Yeah.
And this is not right. It is not right at all. Imagine now, I've been seeing people's confession, and actually I'm a witness of this. This actually happened to our passports. We took our passports. We waited for a year plus for us to get our passports.
Yeah.
And now, okay, mine, I can say we were negligent. We were not looking if they are out, but we were looking on the wrong page. But talk about those people who are even taking themselves to that house
every day.
Imagine Nyayo house every day. Imagine people waking up, wasting their transport, their time. Of course, that place has like the queue is very long,
huge.
And then you go back without your passport. And I saw somebody confessing today, so I needed a passport urgently, and I knew that it could not be processed within a month. So what I had to do is I gave a 40,000 Kenyan shillings bribe, and my passport came out within a week.
But that is what happens, Kate. If you go there unasikianga uko na ngapi, I know somebody who can help you, but lazima ukue na kakitu. Unaget, it's never easy, and it's just sad because that needs to change. And instead of them finding a solution, they're finding more ways to come and steal from people and charging people more money. Like, no way that happens.
It doesn't even make sense. Imagine a whole person, a whole representative coming to tell Kenya we don't have the 34 pages booklet. We only have 50. It doesn't
for
make
that 50
sense.
we are charging you more.
And for that 50 we're charging you more.
Why don't you just give me that 50 for free? Or for that
It
same
doesn't
amount?
make sense. You just want more money from
That
me.
is it. It's giving I want more money.
You want more money from us because that is just crazy, and that is a corrupt system. But it has never been uncorrupt. It's
Exactly.
always been corrupt. It has always been corrupt. And
You
this
remember even the other chick, she went live on I think it was Instagram or it was TikTok, and the video went viral, and she was saying she has lost a lot of jobs because her passport has been delayed. She's been offered jobs abroad, and all the time she's been skipping these jobs because she doesn't have the passport. Now, when she talked about it, her video went viral. Guess what happened? She got a passport 2 days later. So her passport has always been there. There's just somebody who was waiting for that
who
money,
was holding
it so that you can come and bribe. And then it's always once passport yake ilitoka up after 2 days, and she didn't pay. She said, I didn't pay any money, I didn't do anything. That video just went viral, and the next day when I went there, nilipata passport.
So tulia sisi TikTok, tulia sisi watch
So
TikTok.
it's like you have to go viral, or you have to have money, or you have to speak about it.
You have to cry live on TikTok
and go viral. Then because Katie, don't make sense. This woman was waiting for the passport for 1 year. And then 2 days later, video goes viral, and now she has a. They even called her, come for your passport. I'm like, the other, and she was like, at a Leo before she went viral. She said, even today I'm from Nyayo house. So how comes after 2 days the passport is ready? So I feel like there's somebody in there holding people's passport in order to make money, and that is not cool because people have already paid that money. Even your commander grow because people lose a lot of jobs, people lose a lot of opportunities, people lose a lot of trips, people waste a lot of money just because somebody is stuck and wants 20,000 or wants 10,000. It's just absurd.
It's just crazy, and this is unacceptable. But I don't know what we'll have to do, because now this is an issue that we've talked about so many times. Last year we were talking about the same problem. This year we're still talking about the same problem. And
lucky your passport is out. What about mine?
The one that you've never even applied.
Man, crazy.
Anyway, away from that, President William Ruto has sent engineers to build a 3-bedroom house for Kelvin Kiptum's family before his burial on February 24th, 2024.
I saw that. I'm like, oh my God, really? Really, from everything. This is not the president. Acha tuwajenge. We're not even yet finding what happened, what really happened. And this is what happens. Like, the government now wants to behave like, I even saw Jalango talking about it in parliament. Uliona, they had a whole discussion, and I'm like, you guys should have safeguarded these athletes for the longest time. These are people who go to represent you out there in the country. And the worst part, Katie, I do remember that day when we were talking about Kenyan basketballers. And you asked me, do they even exist? Walikuwa wameshinda abroad. They went to somewhere in the States, so I don't remember, but outside Africa, to compete with another country. And they won. Only after winning, the unasikia Kenyans and the government is coming, those are our basketball team. Even you were asking me, when was the still Manchester basketball Kenya? Because these people, no one gives, or rather no one cares about them when they are there. No one cares about them when they are alive. No one cares about them till they win, or rather till they die. And this is the highest hypocrisy of all. Building a 3-bedroom house is not the way to go. The country, gold medals. So you think that building has brought,
but the statue was not built in Kenya.
Yes, it was not, but look at it from a perspective where they're gonna make money with his name.
Of course.
Yes, and the shoes gonna make dollars and dollars. Is he gonna be paid fairly? Does he equalize to the profit they're gonna make? And this guy coming back, and before his death, hata kiwin ulisikia walimcelebrate. Mimi sikusikia. Ulisikia walimcelebrate. So right now he's dead. Unasikia we are building him a house. Oh, Kenyans, we are very good people. Oh, and that's, people are going to applaud him. Oh, asante sana rais. Like, no.
So after that, I'm seeing something right here, and airbags for ill-fated car. This is Kiptum's car. Did not blow up during the accident. This is a new report from the police, and KEO South OCPD Abdullahi Dahir said a review of the wreckage of the Toyota Premio that Kelvin Kiptum was driving showed that the front part was intact. According to Abdullahi, the airbags of the ill-fated car did not deploy because the impact of the accident was on top. He home a few days before the tragic accident. This was not a normal accident, and maybe there was something that happened, and I'm really wondering if the person who survived, this woman that survived from the accident, no, she would know if the accident was really an actual accident. You know, sometimes you can be followed and maybe you're trying to speed, and this is how you end up dying in an accident. So maybe she would be able to. And also we are talking about now Kipchoge dying, and you can tell Kiptum. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. So we're talking about Kiptum, and now from the car and how the wreckage is, you can tell this car is hit on the side ya bumper haijaguzwa hata kidogo. So it's complicated to even judge the situation, because you know, it's only those baby who are there on the site and those people who really know how this car was hit, or how they would know. I don't know how they would know.
But also I reported yesterday about the four men. So the four men, I don't know if you saw it, but let me give an highlight. So the four men that were actually said to have visited his family went to the DCI. They brought themselves, and they claimed that day they introduced themselves to the father, and they had a conversation with Kiptum that would actually be beneficial to all of them. And even after that, Babao ndiye aliomba, the father is the one that prayed, and they took pictures. So wao wakikuja the next day, wanasikia 84 people.
Did they provide the pictures?
I don't know, they went directly to the DC.
And also I heard a different story from the same people.
Yeah.
I heard the story that these people had come to look for Kiptum because they had an agreement, or there was a contract that was signed between Kiptum and a Chinese farm.
I don't know, but I don't know, because Tuko personally wrote, and I reported it, that they had gone there to meet Kiptum on something. They didn't say exactly what, maybe it came out later, on something that could be beneficial to all of them. So nikama, you can never tell, maybe the businessmen, or maybe I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they went there, wakaenda kwake, wakaongea, hadi babake ndiye akaomba wakapiga hadi mapicha. Sasa wao wakitoka kesho wanasikia kuna watu walitembelea mtoto wake wanne. Wakajipeleka kwa the DCI offices, of which questions were asked. I don't know if they've been released or but they took themselves there. And they're saying probably maybe the guy is grieving, and that's why maybe you could say something like that. But so far they took themselves. So we don't know much about it. The conversations not yet known to us. I've not seen it today, but that is the news and updates. But this is just so strange. We've talked about this deaths of athletes. There is also one that died today. Yeah. You remember another yesterday. What is his name?
Ron or something.
Yes, and he had been he had been
ill.
For some time, and he died yesterday. Another athlete died. I don't know, Katie, I don't know if you've noticed, like Kiti Kianzanga Kenya, it becomes something on recurring. You know, like wakianza, for example, remember the Starlet issue. Ikakuwa Starlet, tena mtu hivyo ikaendelea. Tukaenda siji what, ikakuwa continuous. Now tumefika kwa death of athletes, unaanza kusikia this and this and this. I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah.
It's so sad to be losing such influential people in the country. And at the end of the day, what the government should learn from this is give these people security, make sure they are safe, because at the end of the day, wakiendanga pale hivyo kukimbia, we don't talk about ati this was Kiptum. You know, we talk about Kenya. We talk about him raising the flag of Kenya. So it's all about Kenya being represented. So make sure that I don't know who I'm talking to, but I hope you government, you're listening to us. These people are very influential to our country, and these people have made us proud and the country proud. So make sure you're even keeping them safe. Give them security guards. Unajua, I know Kipchoge right now has maybe through the government or maybe through his own means, but also usiangalia ati huyu is just a young man. He's a young man with a title, with a very big title. So make sure you safeguard them, make sure you keep them safe. And remember, most of the time when these people start gaining, or when their career is at the peak, this is when they have so many enemies coming for them, and this is now when we get to lose them. So at the end of the day, make sure you're keeping them safe. And that is all I'd love to say on that. But anyway, moving on, there's something I talked about on my show some time back, and Kido was against this, and Kido was like, no, Katie, you know, this was about Madagascar. Madagascar had sent a law to the parliament on approving castration law for child rapists. So the law was suggesting castration of men, rapists, children rapists. they should be castrated. And we had now human rights groups coming and saying that, you know, this is against the human rights and this is not right, should not be ruled as a law. And I was like, when this offender comes to a child, they don't care about the rights of the child, right?
Yeah.
They don't care about this child and their well-being and whatever.
And so is it right for somebody to rape? Because if you're talking about this is not right, then it's also not right for a kid to be raped.
And you know, I'm so happy to announce this kid. Imagine Madagascar has passed the law, and it's actually right now. It has been approved and it's a law in Madagascar. So if you're found guilty of rape to a minor, so you're castrated. And I think this is a very good law, because at the end of the day, it is now discouraging rapists. It is discouraging assaulting of young children or pedophilia.
You know, a lot of people go away with the crime. They still walk out here as rapists. They are still in jail and they know they're given life sentences. Unajua, what put you to rape? You being the bad person, you have to face the consequences. And we should even have for those who murder. We should also have for those, and this is how we move, because rules are supposed to be followed. If you go and rape an innocent child, the pedophiles on a rape 3-year-olds, you're like, the audacity and the consciousness in you, I mean, it's just crazy. You need to face.
And you know, I have a problem with these rights groups, these human rights activists. Shmani, tell me, why would you tell me that it is not right for me to castrate a man who raped my child? How is it not right? Was this man concerned about the right of a child? Because it's not a child's right to be raped, right?
Yeah.
You are not concerned about that. So these human rights activists, they act like, okay, we all understand everybody has their rights, but it's not right to say that it is against the human right to castrate a person. Look at it this way: was it against the right for this man, the right for this man to rape the child? It was, right?
Yeah.
Did he offend that? He did.
He did.
So how do we punish him?
Castrated.
Of course.
Period.
Because even
So
putting
he cannot go and rape others.
Yeah, and he will never actually repeat that. And whenever he remembers the pain.
Who is with what?
Yes, exactly. This is why I'm saying he will never repeat that. So we are trying to like remove that tabia raping in him. And the only way, because this is a rapist, it's not that this person is not right up here. He's just a rapist. So what can we do to remove that or correct him from that?
Yeah.
I think it's just castrating him, because I don't see any other way. We've had people who rape even grandmothers, people who even rape elderly people, and they get away with that. And they actually come back and they say it's straight. You know, I raped my grandmother. You know, I raped a child. And it's like something that they are comfortable of. So if you castrate this man, they will never talk about it again, you know. And they will feel the pain they made this child.
And it's going to be a good example, because even others are going to be scared. If you want to kill a man, cut off his manhood. That I believe. So it's going to be an example also to, you know, people. Let me not say aspiring rapists, but people who have those type of behaviors.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I think this is a very good law that should be brought even right here in Kenya. This is why we have sexual offenders right, left, and centers, right? We have people raping children, even dads raping their own daughters.
Yeah,
so I think this is something that should be brought in actually in all African countries. But you guys can talk to us about.
Imagine when you rape you, they wanna feel after that.
And
then you get out with the diseases, HIV, pregnancy, and all that. Man, it's just crazy.
Yeah, nashanga. So I'm even wondering about now the traumatized child. You're talking about the right of a rapist, but you're not even seeing
the right of the child,
the traumatized child, the trauma you put in that child. Even this child would grow scared of people, especially men. because you put them in a trauma, you put them in that situation.
And
But
most of these women who do like weird stuff later in their lives, utasikianga their dark stories. Because I've had a lot of these women when you're saying, oh, I'm a prostitute, or I'm doing this. Like, kuna mwingine alikuwa namsikia TikTok, anasema me, I am a victim of rape. And I was raped continuously with my uncle at a younger age. You know, it's just crazy. I was raped by my uncle at a very younger age. And it's just crazy because it's not one person. And then you try to understand, how did they get themselves here? Kumbe they hate men to the fact that that traumatization that they faced when they were young has been part of their lives. And it's just nuts. It's just, people need, because you destroy an innocent child, you destroy their, how do we call it? Fragility or whatever, their innocence, you know. It's just crazy, and you need to face me. I'm not feeling pity for.
There is no pity for a rapist.
Imagine that woman
who
came back.
This is a person who would steal rapish money. You
Exactly.
imagine. I even wonder who are these human rights activists. What rights are you talking about? It's okay, these people have their rights, but their rights is not to rape people. Their rights is not to be punished because they rape. Their rights is to be punished and made now suffer because they did something wrong. But I see Sinovia Indigo is with us. Shout out to you and Karibu Sana. You're saying that a beautiful child will be mentally scared forever. Exactly. And this is what we're trying to say right here. You've traumatized this innocent child for the rest of their lives. So what about you? We leave you walk scot-free. I'm going to castrate you, man. And I'm glad there's a law that says that. But
you remember that woman who was arrested for killing a man who raped the child?
Imagine. And she was thrown, her house was burned. And I'm like, now you're victimizing the victim because this mom is the victim and she's trying to save her daughter. A 2-year-old daughter. I find you on top of my 2-year-old daughter. Then when I kill you, I'm there. I'm the murderer.
Yeah.
I'm the one on the wrong.
And probably you're from a rich family, you'll get away with that. You know, it's not.
It's just crazy, man. This is so sad, and I hope now the law that has been approved in Madagascar would also be passed everywhere in Africa, because this is a very good law. Actually, Actually, if we're going to head on this way, actually we are finding democracy for ourselves.
Yeah. Let African nations adopt to this. And that would be like really, really justice for all.
Yeah, that would be democracy right now. We can even say that we are a democratic country if we have such a law. But anyway, as we get to continue, I am seeing there was a man jailed for 20 years over threatening text. And this man narrates how wife told him she wouldn't wait for him. And now the man decided, I'm going to threaten this woman. The woman said, I won't wait for you. But anyway, Amos Simiu was arrested and charged with sending a life-threatening message to one of his friends. Simiu said that he sent a message telling that the friend to pay him 86,000 Kenyan shillings he owed him, lest his sometimes Tuko writes news in a weird way though. I wonder what they are editing.
No, lest is writing.
No, it's okay, it's right in English. Now I'm wondering, this story doesn't make sense from the headline. Anyway, Simiyu said that he sent a message telling the friend to pay him 86,000 Kenyan shillings he owed him, lest he faced the consequences. A move that saw him jailed for 20 years. After 2 visits to prison, his young wife and only relative he knew told him she would move on with her life as he served the term. Simeo successfully appealed the sentence and he was released after serving 10 years and found his wife had indeed moved on and married another man. So that's the news, not aligning with that. Yeah, that's the news, and this is why I'm telling you, Tuko sometimes writes news in a weird way. But anyway, what this message is showing us, there was a man who was arrested for threatening a person he had lent his money to, and this man told the man, if you're not going to pay my money before this time, you're going to see it. And this man went and reported it. And you know, he felt threatened. It's okay, he felt threatened, but at some point, you know, you should understand sometimes where people are coming from. Shmani, have you ever been in a situation where somebody maybe has your thing and you're trying to get it from them and they are refusing to give it to you? You're like, I will threaten you.
I've been threatened before a lot of times, and I've been.
Have you ever threatened someone?
Yes, I have, but I am smart enough not to write it on text. I have even threatened. I've even told somebody, you forget that I have all your messages. People who threaten me, I screenshot, because anything can happen. So I've been threatened before. This was in my previous relationship, where I would get a lot of threats, you know, and stuff like that. And it was so bad to the point where I had to screenshot and had to tell him, now, if anything happens, so if you send me this text again, then just know you're going to go to jail. And people use actually those type of messages. So this is what I'm saying. It might not come from a wrong perspective, but again, ukwe mjanja vitu naandika, they will always trace. They will always trace easily. Now this guy, probably he was the one that was being owned, right? It is sad, and now he has even lost his wife. It's just double tragedy.
Yeah,
it's so sad for this man. Let him just. It hurts because probably he's innocent. The wife. Yeah, don't also blame
and
the wife.
Probably didn't even mean to like he didn't mean whatever he said on the threat text.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
again others mean them. So you
Yeah,
never know.
but money, let me tell you, I've ever threatened someone. So I've just landed in Rongai. I have no job, I have nothing, and I'm just an innocent girl trying to hustle. So I bumped into a hotel, and this person tells me, I'm hiring and I'm going to hire you. When are you going to start to work? And I'm like, I want this job tomorrow in the morning. So I started working. I work for a month, and I'm like, we agreed you're going to pay me after 2 weeks. Why haven't you paid me? She's like, relax, I'm going to pay you at the end of the month in total. And I'm like, you know, I'm just naive and I'm just waiting for my salary, impatient. So the month is over, the hotel is closed, and I call this woman. So are you not going to pay me? She's like, I'm going to pay you. And I'm like, okay, let me just be patient. Maybe she doesn't have the money right now, but let me just be patient. So I was patient. It's even months. I'm like, now I'm broke. And somebody owes me money, and this is money that I worked hard for. So I was like, let me call this woman. So I told her, I knew the hotel had reopened. So I told her, if you're not going to pay me, I'm coming to carry things from your hotel. I told her, I'm coming to carry a microwave from your hotel.
Probably if anything had been stolen, she would have suspected you. You know, that is why I always say, when it comes to threats, just, you have to be cool. But again, Kate, would you blame this woman for leaving this guy?
No. 20 years are so many.
10 years. He stayed for 10 years though.
He stayed for 10 years, but 10 years, I would wait for mine if I have them, but I don't blame the lady.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait. Like, I wouldn't wait. Come on, it's 20 years, I'm not seeing you. I'm human. And then you're expecting me to be okay with it 20 years? No way.
I wouldn't mind waiting for mine, but any tricky, I'll be going outside.
I wouldn't wait. I'm not lying to you, because let me tell you, sometimes there's no even conjugal rights in prison.
Yeah, so I'll be getting them from somewhere else.
Cheating. Just go. Like, make it official and just go. You can't blame this woman.
But no, anyway, it's okay. But I see, General Squid, ICC Novi is saying destroying a child's innocence, yes. And also ICC Novi is saying I feel for the man. And also General Mosquito is saying TikTok won't show my comments, so I have to come here. Okay, hi to you to General Mosquito. And General Mosquito is asking, Katie, I wanted to know what's the punishment for women that rape men. I've heard it happens. Yes, it happens. I've not heard about the punishment for that.
But what do you suggest? I've heard you putting in law every day. Castrate them.
Hadi wao wangolewe bin. But even women should, lakini women where should be the
should come to circumcision. I'm a jag.
Shmani is suggesting we cut off their tits.
Or just kill them. Yeah.
Hang them.
Yeah.
Hang them in the broad daylight.
You see the way rules are very strict in the Arabic nations because they don't joke with people.
Yeah.
And that's why you find it's very, very straight.
And that is why you see African people, most of them don't survive over there unless you're well behaved. You won't survive in Arabic nation.
I wouldn't survive.
You're not well behaved.
No alcohol, no do what, no. You know, there's just a lot of rules. Like, it's crazy. You have to be like in your best behavior unless you decide I'll sit with my gods and have a conversation.
Ishmani, why wouldn't you survive though? I'm not seeing any reason.
I have personal reasons. I have personal demons that might come out.
You're probably a night run.
I have personal demons that might come out.
Hey, but I see General Mosquito is saying, and yes, I agree with the castration, by the way. Yes, that's democracy.
Yeah.
That's one thing of being democratic. And if we have such rights, serving the citizens or favoring the citizens, this would be very good for us. But anyway, family, we shall wrap it up right here. We are glad, man. I'm so glad that this is the final meeting for this show and for this week by people. But anyway, hope to see you on Monday, same time, same place. No, same place, not same time. We shall be early in the morning in here with the Vibe Show. But remember to keep it safe. Make sure you don't drink and drive, don't drink and walk. Stay safe. Also, make sure you are aware of your surrounding. Don't go partying in places that you don't know.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. For those who have been with us, it's been amazing to have you through the week. And of course, shout out to you. Stay safe. The weekend is here. See you on Monday. Much love.
General Scooter is saying they cut off toes and fingers in those Arabic countries. But I saw in Saudi Arabia they allowed the first liquor school. Was it alcohol store school? It was a school.
No, it was not school, it was store. The first alcohol to be sold.
Okay. But I see Kid is saying because of alcohol in those countries. Yes, because of alcohol in those countries, you won't survive. That is what Kid is saying, Shman.
Yes, I don't drink alcohol, Kid.
You only drink what?
I drink water.
Okay.
Mineral water.
But anyway, family, hope to see you on Monday. Stay safe. Make sure you are aware of your surrounding. Kwaherini.
Much love.
Tuonaneni.